So today we're going to be trying out five hacks which are super viral and I keep seeing it like on a day-to-day basis. So without any further ado, let's get started with this video. One of our YouTube fam members who's been there in the channel for the most longest time, and she's been a very diehard supporter of the channel. So she wants me to call her name out, and hey Rafia, and this is for you, and thank you so much for being there all the time in my journey, and just supporting me morally and giving me good feedback and just expecting different content and always keeping it very chirpy and very fun. So thank you so much, and another big hi to you. And with that note, let's start ahead with this video. So in one of the combination which I saw, they did use the Swiss Beauty makeup fixer, and along with that they used the Maybelline Superstay. So these two are like really good in making your makeup last a lot more longer, and it works really good for oily skin. So let's check whether it works for making your makeup transfer proof. So I'm just gonna probably take around 2 pumps of foundation. That should be more than enough. Actually, two is a little too much for me, but yeah. And then we're gonna give it maybe around a spray of this. So I'm just gonna grab a mirror and we're gonna continue. And I think I'm gonna go in for a fuller coverage, and that's the best way to check whether it would really transfer or not. So I'm just kind of just feathering the product around my skin, and then I would go into my buffing brush and let's just give it a good buff. So I just want to stop and give it maybe a couple of seconds. So just kind of giving it a little bit of breathing time to see whether it really dries and sits properly on the skin. Oh my God, there's like barely any transfer, but there is a little bit of transfer. I would say that there's probably like 1 to 2% of transfer, but we do wear the mask around the nose area. So there is a decent amount of, like it does help you to a certain extent. I would say that it's not 100% transfer proof, but it's around like 98% transfer proof, which is quite good, right? So I just wanted to show you a close up of how much it transfers. So that's like barely any transfer. Move on to hack number 2, which is super duper famous, which is the viral eyeshadow hack. So let's watch this and then I'll give you my comments on it. So coming to this hack, I would say that this isn't really a hack. This is pretty much how makeup really works, and it just put in a certain way into a video which makes it look like it's a hack. And what do we usually do with makeup, like especially with eyeshadows? We put two colors and we blend in the edges. You can always watch my I think 6 or 10 most common makeup mistakes. So I'm going to drop the link up over here. So make sure you watch that one. In that one, I teach you how to apply your eyeshadows in a certain way that you don't really lose the intensity and you get that very perfect gradient effect going on with your makeup. So, like basically 3D makeup. So it gives you the depth when you're doing this certain technique. And I would say that you should stop by with a couple of these very professional makeup artists and check out how they do the eyeshadow. And this is exactly how they do it. They start with a darker color and they layer it, and then they apply the lighter color and they blend between the edges. So I've been telling you the same thing, and this is how I do my eyeshadow for a very long time, and that is what you see in all of my eyeshadow tutorials. So I wouldn't say it's kind of technically a hack, but it makes it a lot more easier when it's kind of like represented in a certain way. We're gonna try this hack out, and let me just tell you a couple of pros and cons and all that stuff about the hack. But now you know that it's now nothing which is too new, and it's been there in the market for the most longest time. So we will start maybe with a bit of like a darker shade, and the placement is important. So place it at the outer corner, and we're going to jump into something which is a little lighter. bit of pink over here. Clean the brush, and I'm going to take something which is even more lighter and use that at the inner corner. So this is basically how you do it, and this is the actual eyeshadow technique, okay? And you basically have to kind of blend between the lines. You can just use the same brush, and you have two lines, so just work in that edge between both of these. I'm going to blend out even the upper edges because there is no hack to do that, but I need to do that. I would say that the hack is not a dud, but it has its limitations. It works only with these vertical applications of color. So we're gonna move on to hack number 3, and this is something I've been like really wanting to try out because everyone is doing it, and I don't know, just looks really good. So this would work provided that you do not do your base before your eyes. So let's say you start with your eyes, this would be a great one. Next thing, you can't do an eyeshadow with this because there is a tape which comes over here. So that would peel off your eyeshadow, right? So you can't do an eyeshadow with this. I would say it's better that you kind of put dots and you figure out how to do your eyeliner and you practice on it than depending on sellotape. So let's start mummifying myself. I'm not too sure that the length would be enough. So this is what you'll be doing every day in the morning, trying to figure out if the length is enough and tearing it and getting, your sellotape torn in the middle, which always happens to me. So they stuck it from the nose. How do I breathe? So, okay, so we're just gonna stick it from here. Okay, I'm gonna breathe through my mouth and sound a little weird in this bit of the tutorial. But yeah, you get the point. So that's about it. Oh god. Okay. So this is a little crooked. So I'm gonna take this all the way till the outer corner. So I hate tape, it's just so sticky. Yikes. Okay, this is not even, so I can't do that cutting thing. So let me tear it at the center. Okay, now I think I positioned it a little too close. So we're gonna sit here with me all day and we're still not gonna figure this. So I'm just gonna take it on my finger. I'm awfully uncomfortable, you guys. So I'm just gonna color in this. So much for doing a liner. I would definitely not recommend this. Okay, I think I'm just gonna take these two off and let's get this so that I can breathe. Ouch. It's very hard to breathe, and it's very uncomfortable. So I wouldn't recommend this for that reason is one. Second thing, it's just too much of tape for a liner, whereas you could just probably use this much tape, take it and stick it right at your outer corner and do your liner. Come on, you can obviously nail the upper side. So I mean, this hack works, but not a fan, and I would not really recommend this for you too. So we're going to move on to hack number 4, which is going to be the blush hack. So in this hack, they basically use like very blush toned color, and they apply it all the way from here all the way like this. So you're going to need a buffing brush to brush this out, and do not use a liquid lipstick because it would be a pain to blend that out. So I'm using something a little on the creamier side, and I would definitely not recommend using a lipstick for doing this. Rather, you can use a little bit of your blush and apply it like this. Apply a little bit on your nose and it will just make you look really cute. It makes you look a lot more chubbier and it makes you look a lot more rounder because you are concentrating the product at this point of the face. Preferably use a powder blush instead of using a cream lipstick for doing this step, so it doesn't clog your pores and your skin feels a lot better at the same time. I think this would work for a lot of other people who are really like who have very clear skin and they just want a little bit of blush to just kind of enhance their makeup look a little more. I think this would be perfect for them. So try this one out. Let me know how it works. I kind of have like a love-hate relationship towards it. So there are some moments where I feel like, okay, wow, this looks good. There are some moments where I feel like, no, I don't look good with this. So kind of just work it through and let me know. So moving on, we're going to do the next hack, which is going to be a lip hack. So I'm going to use the Nykaa Lips Don't Lie lip liner, and this one is in the style Chocolate Boy. So we're going to sharpen our lip liner first. Okay, so now that we're super up close and personal, what she does first is to kind of take off her Cupid's bow. So and she did the lower lip. Okay, now she did something which is a little weird, where she went slightly outwards. So we're going to do the same thing. And then she connected that to the upper lip. I mean, how is this supposed to work? It looks like it's drawn in. Maybe I should try with something a little darker. So I'm going to use a darker lip liner. I'm just going to use like a little bit of the Color Bar blush, which is a similar color. I really want to speak about this hack because she has a filter. What happens is it does tend to slightly smooth out all the lines, this uppermost, the outermost lining of your lip, which is slightly like a speed bumper. You touch your lip, you will have this kind of an elevation and then it dips down. So it's kind of like a speed bumper, right? So when you smoothen a video, that to the extent what they have smoothened the TikTok video out is, it's just so smooth that the line is like barely visible. Okay, so that will be seen, and even when you could see me when I was doing it, this part when she kind of smoothens it out, you can see the Cupid's bow inside, which looks terribly ugly. Like, I have no words to describe this, but this is just no way. I would never do this. Okay, first thing is that. Second thing, this line is a little too obvious. It looks very cute when I do this. But when I'm normally speaking, or let's say I'm just normally sitting, it looks very weird. So I would definitely say this hack is a very big flop, and I would definitely not tell anyone to try this one out. Even the other hacks, it's kind of okay, but this line, oh god, yes. So much better. So that line and this upper area, totally not cute. So this completes the video of testing viral hacks, and I'm pretty sure that you enjoyed this, and I love doing this one too. Some of them are super annoying, but it was quite fun too, to kind of see how they work and kind of like debunk and break certain things which are going on around and let you know whether it really works or not. If you like this video, do give me a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button and follow me on Instagram. I'm going to leave the link down in the description bar below, and I'll catch up with you guys for another one. Until next time, bye.